You know that quiet frustration all too well. You're sharp. You pick up concepts fast, spot connections others miss, and can map out a flawless plan in minutes. Yet, when it comes to showing up day after day for your own goals, whether it's fitness, writing, learning, or building anything meaningful, the streak breaks. Again. Why does someone wired for insight keep falling short on the basics of consistency? Let's get real about it. You're not lazy or undisciplined in the classic sense. The issue runs deeper. Your brain is built for speed and novelty. It thrives on solving fresh problems, chasing new angles, and optimizing on the fly. Consistency, though? It demands the opposite. Showing up for the same unglamorous task in the same way, even when it feels repetitive and beneath your intellectual pay grade. Picture this. Your mind is like a high-powered spotlight scanning a dark landscape. It sweeps wide, illuminates hidden patterns, and locks onto exciting discoveries. But consistency is a lighthouse. Fixed beam, same direction, every single night, no matter the weather. That spotlight brain of yours gets restless. It wants to pivot, explore, find a better route. Tension builds the moment you try to lock it in place. This routine feels too simple, it whispers. There must be a smarter hack. You sit down intending to follow through. The plan is solid. You've read the research on habits and compounding. Then the inner dialogue kicks in. I've done this before. Why grind through the basics when I could rethink the whole approach? Suddenly, you're researching productivity systems instead of doing the work, or skipping the workout because one day off won't matter. The frustration isn't random. It's your intelligence working against the steady repetition that actually moves the needle. Reframe it this way. Consistency isn't a test of character. It's a system design problem. Your cognitive strengths, pattern recognition, future simulation, rapid analysis, make you excellent at starting strong. But they also make the middle miles feel inefficient and boring. You see 10 possible improvements before finishing the first lap. That restlessness isn't a flaw. It's a side effect of high horsepower. The same wiring that helped ancestors adapt quickly now sabotages long-term, stable efforts like building a skill, or a body, or a business. Think of it like tending a garden. The brilliant mind designs the perfect layout, ideal spacing, soil balance, companion plants. It loves the elegant blueprint. But the garden doesn't grow from the plan on paper. It grows from daily watering, weeding, and patience with slow, underground progress. Your smart brain wants to redesign the beds instead of kneeling in the dirt every morning. So the plot stays mostly empty, full of unrealized potential. There's an emotional layer that stings. Many sharp people link their identity to being the quick one, the insightful one, the person who figures things out fast. Consistency forces you to sit in the gap between knowing and doing. It makes you tolerate the plateau where results feel invisible. That inner voice says, if I'm this capable, why is this simple thing so hard? It feels exposing, not because you're failing, but because the process reveals where insight hasn't yet become automatic behavior. The dopamine mismatch makes it worse. Your brain lights up on novelty, new ideas, breakthroughs, variety. Consistency delivers slower, delayed, often invisible rewards. So you chase the hit instead of the grind. It's not weakness, it's predictable. Logic and emotion collide here. You understand the math of compounding, yet feel the pull to abandon ship when the excitement fades. Here's the actionable truth. Stop treating this as a motivation battle and start engineering around it. Use your intelligence to build constraints that protect the process from your own restlessness. Make the consistent action the default. Remove decision points. Want to exercise daily? Lay out your gear the night before and block the time like an unbreakable meeting. No room for negotiation. Your analytical mind respects well-designed systems. Give it one. Strip the habit to its simplest form. Not write a brilliant chapter, but open the document and write one paragraph. Lower the activation energy so low that skipping feels ridiculous. Momentum can take over from there. Reframe the daily moment in your head. This feels tedious right now, and my brain wants something shinier. That's expected. But this repetition is the toll I pay for the compound returns I actually want. Acknowledge the resistance without letting it win. Act while feeling the friction. That's where real power sits. Inject controlled novelty to keep your restless mind engaged without breaking the chain. Keep the core timing and structure sacred, but vary small elements, different route on the walk, fresh playlist, or slight topic shift within the writing block. Feed the curiosity in measured doses. Track minimally, a simple streak or check mark. Your data-loving brain gets satisfaction from the visible chain without turning tracking into another optimization project. Review once a week, not every day, to avoid overthinking mid-process. The compound effect isn't glamorous, but it's mathematical. Every expert you respect stacked ordinary, consistent days. They didn't rely on sporadic brilliance. They built the rails their brain could run on reliably. Imagine looking back 12 months from now, not at another cycle of inspired starts and quiet quits, but at tangible progress, stronger habits, finished projects, visible growth. Not because you became less smart or magically more disciplined, but because you used that intelligence to design systems that worked with your wiring instead of fighting it. The tension you feel isn't a stop sign. It's valuable data pointing to where your efforts need better architecture. Smart people struggle with consistency precisely because they can see every alternative and every potential shortcut. Mastery comes from deliberately choosing the boring, steady path long enough for it to compound into something extraordinary. Start today with one habit that's been slipping. Strip it down. Remove the variables your mind uses to talk its way out. Treat the next 30 days like a clean experiment. Your curious brain loves testing hypotheses. Gather the evidence. Adjust only after seeing real patterns, not impulses. Consistency isn't the enemy of intelligence. It's intelligence applied with patience. It's what converts raw potential into reliable power. You've got the horsepower. Now build the steady wheel. Same direction, day after day. In the end, the cleverest move isn't the flashiest hack. It's showing up when your brilliant mind would rather chase something new. That's the real flex. And it's the one that turns "I know better" into "I actually did better" consistently.